Hi guys, welcome back to Mental Health Monday. This is Michelle McQueen with Counselor 96, and I'm glad to be with you all today. I missed last Monday as I've been getting ready for a few things, but one of the things I want to share with you all was really the importance of understanding love. You know, I know this is mental health and all the importance of what's going on in the mind, but a lot of people struggle with certain things simply because they don't know if they're loved or how to love. And a lot of times that causes trauma in many people's minds because they're not sure. One of the things when I work with people, I work with a lot of women that have struggled in domestic violence, and or even men who struggled in that. And somewhere along the line, that person, the abuser, feels the need to have this power and control. And I tell a lot of people it's not just the victim that's hurting, it's also the perpetrator that's hurting, probably even more. And so I'm going to put this as something on the post, but be sure if you're struggling in this area when it comes to power and control over someone else, be mindful of some of these things, and some of them, and I'm actually reading them, some of them can be intimidation, trying to make that person afraid of you, and you know, throwing things and smashing things to make them afraid of you. Emotional abuse, which is putting the person down, calling them names, telling them that they're crazy and making them think that they're crazy. Another thing is isolating the person, not letting them have friends, not letting them have connections. Another one is when you're minimizing the person, like, oh, you're not worth talking to, you're not worth hearing your opinion. Using the children. Sometimes in marital couples, they'll use the children to be kind of turned against the other spouse. Economic abuse, keeping money away from that person, using that as a way to control them. Or male privilege. I don't know if any of you all have ever heard that, male feeling like they're more important than the other, or female thinking she's more important than the male. And then threats. So power and control has never been a part of God's will. He has been, and let me read this in 1 Corinthians chapter 13 and 4. There's many verses on God being anti-abuse, but I want to read the love chapter, 1 Corinthians chapter 13, where it says, verse 4, love suffereth long and is kind, or love is patient. Love envies not, does not vaunt itself, right? Is not puffed up, not trying to do its own will, does not behave itself unseemly, seeks not her own, is not easily provoked, and thinks no evil. How many know we need that kind of love from God Himself, right? Rejoices not in iniquity, but rejoices in the truth. God wants us to love, to not have power and control over others, but to love. And that's what we have to do when we connect with others. I want to put also in the post is the opposite of connecting with others is not having a threatening behavior, respecting the other person's wills and thoughts, and respecting the way they see things. Learning how to trust God and allow God to keep you safe, even if you're getting in a relationship with someone, keeping you safe. Remaining honest before God, becoming very self-aware if you're becoming upset, self-aware and trusting God's love, and being responsible. Being responsible in what God having given you the responsibility of someone else in your life, and always being fair. Okay, so you guys have a wonderful week as you meditate on the love of God, loving each other, and not trying to have power and control one another. That is not godlike and is not mentally healthy, because God wants us to work together and not against one another. All right, have a wonderful mental health week. Love God, love each other, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.